all my fellow sports fans. Welcome back to the Best of Seven. Excuse me, Sports Talk Radio. I'm your host, Seven Mitchell. Appreciate y'all. It went down last night. Game 1 is in the books. Cleveland Cavaliers, Golden State Warriors. Overtime game. You know how it wound up going, so we definitely got some things to chop it up, talk about this morning, NBA Finals. So, fellas, it's a wrap. Game 1 in the books. Overtime. Cleveland lost to Golden State last night, 108-100. I thought the game was like beyond fire. This was one of the best games in the final, especially game 1 to start the whole shit off. So Kyrie going down the way he went down, and the way J.R. Smith played, Lord, like I don't know if Cleveland gonna be able to pull this one out. I can't, man. If they, if they was able to get, if they had their chance to win that game in the fourth quarter yesterday, and they just was not able to pull it off. Like when they got in overtime, I don't think they scored in overtime to maybe a couple minutes left. And in the remainder of overtime, like they were terrible shooting from the field. And J.R. Wright, I think he was like 3 for 13. Terrible.
The bottom line is, yeah, Cleveland don't hold Golden State under 100 points. Golden State is going to win. Just like I said. Because guess what? If Cleveland had held Golden State under 100 points, guess what the score would be?
198. It would have been 100. It was 98 all. It was 98 all going in overtime. It was a controversial call. They called, I think it was Moscow. They called Moscow for traveling. I thought it was a good post move. I don't think he traveled. He did a little spin move, and they waved the basket off, called him for traveling. And that wound up kind of costing Cleveland the win. I mean, you don't really want to put it on one play, especially if it wasn't the last play, but that was towards the end of the game. If that would have counted, we wouldn't have seen no overtime.
Cleveland was supposed to blow them out the water. That first quarter,
they had him.
Golden State bricked everything. Like they couldn't hit the basket at all.
Yeah, Moscow was a problem. He 33 minutes. He had 16 points, 7 rebounds. He had a block, couple of assists. Now I was disappointed in Tristan Thompson. Like Cleveland did not step it up yesterday, and Devin, you alluded to it. Especially in the second half. Like, I don't know what happened, but, Tristan Thompson, 2 points for the game. He went 1 for 4. He only attempted 4 shots, and he played 47 minutes. Iman Shumpert went 2 for 6. He only had 6 points. J.R. Smith only had 9 points, and he was 3 for 13. James Jones, Della Vedova, neither one of them two scored. So, when you look at Golden State, we saw Harrison Barnes, we saw, Bogut, Curry, Thompson, Green, Iguodala went off. Like, them guys can really spread the basketball. What was y'all opinion of LeBron's performance last night? He played 46 minutes. He was 18 from 38 from the floor. He had 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 44 points. I thought he played great last night. I mean, even in the clutch, he was shooting from the perimeter, knocking down clutch shots. But last night just clearly showed that a nigga cannot do it by himself. And if Kyrie is not going to be able to go for game 2, they might really go out in 5.
You know what? I thought LeBron, it was 2 minutes or less of that game, I thought he passed the ball too much. He had that big 3 that tied the ball game up around 2 minutes and change. And then
that was it.
He ran some pick and rolls, I want to say, with Mozgov, and somebody else shot a 3 or something. I thought maybe,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a nice play, but I guess in those moments, I probably would have rather for LeBron to shoot a fadeaway 18-footer, you know what I mean? Wow, he was already hot.
We talked about this before as far as the coaching. And how coaching can play a factor at the end of the day with these two teams, even though we got 2 rookie coaches. We saw Kyrie go off all last night from the pick and roll. Like, Kyrie was going crazy off the pick and roll. I had no idea why within the last couple of minutes they kind of went away from Kyrie doing the pick and roll. Like you said, J.O., they had LeBron doing it. but they should have kept it with Kyrie. David Black just, he in my opinion, kind of dropped the ball in the fourth quarter.
Well, he should have ran pick and roll with Kyrie, or he should just kept LeBron in the post with under 2 minutes. I think Golden State started to bring an extra man down in the closing minutes, but you know what I'm saying, they had the ball with 24 seconds left, and I don't know why LeBron took a fadeaway three-pointer when he could have just drove to the basket one-on-one or got a better look or something. But I don't know. I didn't like the plays down into the stretch of the game last night that cost him.
Because his killer instinct is in question. LeBron only has a killer instinct when he's playing with bona fide, souped-up teams. Now that he's on Cleveland, and that's a team that he has to carry, he can't carry a team anymore.
Yo, you being mad disrespectful to LeBron right now. You being
if that was Kobe with that team, Kobe would have had game one in his back pocket. Let's be real, man.
Kobe a different person, a different player, man.
Because
like,
Kobe has a killer instinct. That's why.
This is the problem with LeBron. It's just like what everybody was saying. It's the coaching. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, when you got a rookie coach and you got arguably the best player in the NBA on your team, you know what I'm saying? If he said, yo, I'm going to take the ball, the rookie coach not going to fight that. You know what I'm saying? If you got a Phil Jackson on there, Phil Jackson run up a play, and guess what? That play, 9 times out of 10, going to work because Phil's been there before. You want to know why? Because Phil Jackson had the best player, arguably both of the best, 2 of the top 5 players in NBA history on his team, and he has rings to prove it for both teams. That's what the deal is.
Don't blame it on the rookie coach, because if you got a killer, if Michael Jordan was sitting there with David Blatt as a coach, they would have won game 1. It's all about your killer instinct. LeBron is only as good as the people around him.
Well, let me ask you this. What more can LeBron do with 44 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists or something? What more could he have done?
6 assists, 46 minutes. He had 4 turnovers,
You can't do nothing because your killer instinct, people are supposed to feed off your killer instinct.
Well, Moscow played well. I think Moscow played well. He had 33, played 33 minutes. He had 16 points. He was the third leading scorer on the team. Him and Kyrie came in second with 23 points. Tristan Thompson was just the biggest disappointment. JR and Iman Shumpert, they were the biggest disappointments. And then you got James Jones and Matthew Dellavedova, who played instrumental roles in the playoff run. They didn't even score.
Yo, Cleveland in a bag, man. If you think that Cleveland is coming out of this, y'all niggas are sadly mistaken, man. It's over, man. Put some lesson on that tendonitis.
Hey, Graham, how impressed was you with LeBron last night?
Yo, he was phenomenal. He was phenomenal. We can never gonna take that away from him. He set the tone. But the problem with all of that is like niggas know the script. If you let LeBron do him, LeBron is going to do him regardless, and ain't nobody going to stop that. But if you shut down them other elements around him, it's in the bag.
Salute the VP, salute to my man Greg calling up, Devin, Gio, locking in this morning. This is the Busted 7 Sports Talk. We'll be back at it on Monday morning at 9 a.m. to, lock in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. So y'all stay safe, have a good weekend, hold your head, and we back at it on Monday. We out of here. One love.
How you skip out on a proven ground against B Magic just so you can lose stock? But you expect the grow being irrelevant must have been your second goal. M-City surpassed you with a UFF, but you think you next to blow, you missed 2 seasons. But now you want that PG spot back just because Derrick rose.
Suck cock, eat a buckshot from close range. Your chest popping and breaking up the middle like Soul Train.
I said roll up on you with a switchblade. And then switchblades, your head to be red like Malcolm X in his pimp days. My mistake. While I battered and fried chicken, not kidding, rock tripping, I will let a Glock hit him. Man, the can come from under the shirt like I'm shoplifting. I will